That was my SSH key. Oh, we're gonna turn it off. Yes. Hello word from Hello Word. This is Mono, your Unity teacher from the hell. Hello. Hello. I heard some rumor. I heard somebody's spreading the rumor. She hates us? I beg your pardon? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's any close to truth. I hope everything is fine with the internet connection and so on, because yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, the internet speed here seemed to a little bit slow, so I wish it's fine. Yeah, anyway, hello word from Hello Word. This is Mono, your Unity teacher from the hell. Hello, hello. So, until yesterday, I was staying in the like shared room. So, I couldn't find any place to set all this up and just like talk for an hour or two. So that was the problem. Yeah, if there's anything, any problem, then just let me know. I don't know whether it's really working. I mean, the internet connection, I mean. I think everything else from my side is okay, but I don't know whether it's like really delivered, or if I press the starting stream button even, that's something I always wonder. I wonder how and I wonder why. Yeah, so yesterday was the regular stream that I used to just talk about random things. But then yeah, I was staying in shared place in Singapore. Yeah, because everything was so expensive in Singapore. And then I just thought like maybe it's not that bad idea. I don't mind to stay in hostels or some kind of shared accommodations when I'm in big and expensive cities, mainly because if it's big enough, they also have decent like fair enough hostels or shared like those kind of capsule hotels, which is in facility wise it's kind of okay. Singapore makes you Singapore. Ooh, yeah, I think so. Everything was so expensive. I mean, there was. I heard that there's a very famous cocktail called the Singapore Sling. which is a cocktail started from Singapore. And then I heard that from the Butler's Cafe. And then I thought like, okay, let's try. Even though I cannot really drink, but why not? Okay, let me adjust myself a little bit. Let's be a little bit bigger. Yeah, so I found a place in Singapore, and the name of the bar is Long Bar. It's a bar of a very expensive, very traditional hotel with 5 stars. I think the hotel's name was like Raffles or something like that. Um, and there you can try this very famous cocktail, which is called Singapore Sling, and that was 45 Singapore dollars for one drink. That's like in US dollar it's around 30 or something. So like, okay. Or a little bit more than 30. Like something around 30 or 35. And then I thought like, okay, I like the atmosphere. And then what is so special about the place is that they just throw away peanuts on the floor. That's like several meals, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I think it's most expensive drink that I ever tried in my life. I mean, yeah, so they offer free peanuts. Like, you can eat the entire sack of peanuts, theoretically. I mean, if you can. So I had like this huge sack of peanuts in front of me, and then I could eat as much as I want, and then the rest of those, like the peanut shell and everything, I threw away on the floor. So like I read that in some articles, and then when I entered there, I just like actually stepped on those peanut shells, and then I thought that's like weird. Yeah, something made like some crunch sound on the floor, and then I was looking at that, and then I realized it's those peanut shells, and then it just felt weird. Yeah, and it was super expensive. And also everything else was also expensive in Singapore. So yeah, so now I'm in Malaysia. I just took the bus to Malaysia, which was quite suffering. Littering in Singapore, you're going to jail, lady. Yeah, I also read in some articles they said like it's maybe the only place that you're allowed to litter on the floor. Yeah, I like that opinion. Yeah. So like I mean, I was scared all the time in Singapore. I was super scared that I might break some rules, even though like because I wasn't aware of. I also read something like so you have to be careful that you don't accidentally drink in public transportation because that's not allowed, and that's like something that I might do, right? I mean, I just want to drink a sip of water or something, and then there was one time that I was waiting for the subway, and then I wanted to drink a sip of water, and then I wasn't sure if it's allowed or not. So I was scared all the time. Yeah. Yes. I don't know. So I'm in Malaysia now. It was quite suffering. I couldn't really get here. It was impossible to be here. I mean, I took the one of those like local bus to Malaysia, and then also it was the most tricky, the border. I mean, the most tricky. How do I call that? The asking questions when you are at the border. Yeah, it was most tricky part in my life. I mean, I've been to many countries, but nobody asked so detailed questions like how long I stay and where um I would travel. I mean, I mean, maybe America would ask such a questions. But last time when I went to America, I just did the border check at the Canada, so I'm not sure. Intrusive, is it? Let me find. But anyway, it was impossible to be here, but I'm here, so I'm very, very happy. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I think what I wanted to say is immigration checkpoint. I think they tightened the border controls lately due to an influx of illegal immigrants in Malaysia. Do they? I mean, yeah, I thought there must be something because otherwise it doesn't make any sense to do such a border check. Hello, welcome, hello. Yeah, I'm suffering. I hope internet connection and everything is doing okay. Yeah, if you enter Europe, they just don't care about you. They just don't ask any questions. They just don't ask where you will go where. I mean, maybe England would care because they are not Schengen, so they are not they are not that part of the Europe. But if you're entering the Schengen area, nobody cares about anything. Just check the passport and then stamp. You speak Korean, but some of it for a little bit. Huh? 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 Well, welcome to C, I think. Is it C? Yeah, now I'm in Malaysia. I've been to Singapore and I was suffering from the hot weather. I thought like summer is over, but then it came back. C is pretty lax in terms of everything, to be honest. Lax. What is lax? I know nothing about this word. Hey. Huh. Is it okay? Okay. Something hazy. Okay. Okay. Time to try out Lamley Burger in Malaysia. What is Lamley Burger? Lamley Burger. Yeah, I wanted to go to the local market, and then I realized I don't have any cash. I don't have any cash with me. I only have like 5 Singapore dollar. I have 5 Singapore dollar, but none of those Malaysian ringgit. Um, and then yeah, I just couldn't go to the local market. And then I was searching for how to get the money, and then it was impossible to find any ATMs nearby. So I couldn't basically go there. So instead I went to the Korean restaurant. And then I thought like it's fairly lame to go to a Korean restaurant in Malaysia, and then I had quite decent Korean food, which is almost the same price or like a little bit more expensive than Korea, but the quality was, I don't know, twice or three times better. I I ate a soy sauce marinated prawns, shrimps. Um, and it was so huge. It was decent. It was very good. Okay, I will try out lemon leaf burger. I still don't have any cash. So I guess tomorrow we're gonna withdraw some money, but before that I would have no cash. I mean, I was suffering today because the Google Map recommended me a weird path, and then I just thought I would never trust Google Map ever again, which I also promised a few years ago, but then I forgot. It's SEA, so yeah, it's around um 31 degree. Yeah, I mean it's like very warm. I'm suffering. I thought summer is not for by for by not summer is over and it's summer again. I was suffering. I was suffering in Singapore. Whenever I go outside, everything annoys me. Like, why are those people walking so slow? Why are those kids just like annoyingly running around? Why are those. Yeah, there were so many things which annoyed me. And then whenever I enter somewhere with air conditioner, I thought like everything is fine. I'm happy. I also went Universal Studio. It was my first Universal Studio I've ever went. Um, and I was suffering a lot. It was weekday. I was on weekday, but still, there were many people, so many people compared to the normal weekdays. I mean, that's what Google said at least, which I decided to not to trust. There's like how, and then and then I already missed the context. How for what? The burger is normally being sold at the side of the road. Okay, that's great. Yeah, first we're gonna withdraw some money, and then there's some bakery which only opens during the morning, so I'll try that. And then since I only have plans for today and tomorrow, I mean that's everything I plan. So I also need to find out my schedule the day after tomorrow, which will be tomorrow by tomorrow. So I need to find that out. And then somehow, ever since I arrived in Malaysia, there are so many insects and bugs. Why is that? I mean the weather is same as Singapore, right? How is the quality of Korean food somehow better than in Korea? I think they have like better ingredients, and then they also have they just don't save they just don't have to save for those ingredients. I mean, I'm shrimps are like, I don't know. Usually, the things that you can try in Korea is like quite small, like a length of like your finger or something. But the shrimps that I ate there was like size of your palm, the entire hand. That was that was delicious. It's a tropical country. That means a tons of bugs. I mean, I can understand that. I also saw a bunch of litter and a cat, adorable cat, and then she even didn't care when I just trying to say hi and pet her. But my question is that I didn't see any bugs in Singapore. And then now I'm like 20 kilometers away from Singapore, which is like basically almost Singapore. I think I'm like, I don't know, 2 kilometers away from Singapore or something. Because like I'm at the southern part of Malaysia right at the moment. And how can there be so many insects? I mean, I also saw some in restaurants, and then I'm seeing quite many in the hotel. Thinking, yes, JB, yes, yes, I'm here at Johor Bahru. Johor Bahru. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing correctly. Hi, hello, welcome, hello. Wait, is it Friday still? Yes. No, it's Saturday actually. Um, yeah, I couldn't do the Friday streaming because yeah, I was at the shared hostel and then I couldn't find any place to set everything up and connect with the other side of the country. I was going across the causeway. Causeway. Across the causeway. What can that be? What can that be? Ah, okay. Okay, internet is super slow. I cannot even open the dictionary. That's annoying. Ah, hold on a second. Where's causeway? Is that Mariana Bay? I think they have a Legoland there. I thought about that, and then I mean the only Legoland I've been to was one in Korea, and then I just didn't like it, so so I don't think I would go there. Between Singapore and Johor, I suffered a lot. I'm still suffering mentally because yeah, I decided to not trust Google Map anyway. Yeah, anymore. I hate it. I hate Google Map. I hate Google Map ever since that it recommended me some weird path while I was taking bicycle in Germany. And then at that point, I thought it's not a smart idea to trust Google Map. But this time I also did. So I was basically suffering. So because I decided to take a local bus um to the Johor Bahru, and it didn't explain anything about those checkpoints. So I have to take off the bus here, and then have to go through the Singapore part of the checkpoint, and then take the bus again, and then take the bus off again, and then do the Malaysian part of the Singapore the checkpoint, and then I always wonder nowadays. So if you're out of one country and didn't enter another country in between, I mean legally or like theoretically, where are you? I always wonder. I started to wonder ever since I don't know. I'm started to wonder about that since 1 or 2 years. Yeah, Legoland is boring. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, my impression for that was that it's for kids. I mean, Disneyland is for everybody, but when I went to Legoland last time, I had the impression that it's just for the kids between 5 and 8. I don't know. Was it really crowded? No, it wasn't actually. The checkpoint wasn't that crowded. Even though I wondered after after I passed the checkpoint in Singapore part, and when I tried to get the bus again, and I was wondering where those people are from. I mean, when I took off the bus, there weren't that many people, but when I'm taking the bus again, it was somehow suddenly crowded. So I was wondering, but other than that, it was okay. I hate Google Maps ever since Google Map destroyed my business, kidnapped my children, and murdered my wife. What? You should go. You should sue Google. But then my the stock price will go down, huh? Lost that SEA. It's not C? Is it SEA? Okay. No Man's Land. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, and also entering Malaysia part was quite suffering. Yeah, I feel like that's the only question I got in any checkpoint. I mean, he basically asked like my next destination and when I would leave. And that's like nobody ever asked me such a question except America. I mean, America would ask such a question though, sure, but tried durian yet? Unfortunately, no. I mean, on the first day on Singapore, I was just walking around and then I saw a shop selling durians in the market. But I didn't have cash. I didn't even ask, but I assumed that I can only pay cash, maybe. So, but after that, I didn't meet any of those ever again, or maybe I just didn't recognize, so I didn't have chance. But then I was googling, can I also have durians in Malaysia and Thailand? And then yeah, I think the answer was yes. They have different species for durians, and then one famous one is from Malaysia. And then I thought like, okay, then forget about Singapore part. Maybe it's like the same fruit but double the price. Aren't those questions normal? I mean, if you go to Japan, you already enter all your information, so nobody asks you. I mean, or like they you check the paper or QR code, so all your information is already given. If you enter European Schengen area, I mean, UK would care about that. But if you enter any of those like Schengen area in Europe, nobody ever cares about anything. The only question I ever got was I think yeah, I don't think I almost ever get any questions. Like the only assumption that I was asked was like, is this picture really you? And then he basically said like, okay, I wish this is you. And then let me pass. That was in Germany. Yeah, and I thought that's quite funny because yeah, he basically said, I wish this was you. Um and if you are entering different country in those Schengen area, they don't care at all. They don't care at all where you go. I mean, they even don't care if you're bringing the passport. So there's basically no border check in those Schengen area, and there were border check in when I was heading Split from Dubrovnik in Croatia. I mean, Croatia has like a tiny part. If you're following the path with bus, they have those tiny part. One, I don't know, one tiny spot, which is Bosnia, I guess. Bosnia, yeah, it's some other nearby country. So if you are taking the bus to Split, then you're entering the different country. So they also do the border check. And they also didn't care much. So basically, nobody ever care anything. There are so many those tiny insects. I don't know where they are coming from. I mean, I also bring some pesticide with me, so I want to kill them all, but cash or e-wallet, I believe, which they accept cards though. Yeah, I mean most of them accept cards, but not in some local markets. But most of them took the card. I mean, I withdrew 30 Singapore dollars and then I spent 8 in casino. um uh and 10 for food and 5 for, I don't know, drinking some juice or something. Don't border officers wonder why you have red eyes? Well, as far as that it matches my picture, I think that's fine. Yeah, I mean, at least in my passport, um, even though, yeah, don't tell anybody this is like just faking those alive human. um, yeah, they don't have eye colors to yeah. Croatia, Cro- Croatia. Now I'm not confident anymore. Remember to open the window for ventilation before spraying those. I think that's quite okay for mammals. I think. I mean, that's the one I'm carrying with me. But I also feel like it's also quite okay for the insects actually. I was spraying on few of them, and then it was wet, so I couldn't move. And then after, I don't know, 30 seconds or something, it started move again. So hello Manu, hello Wagim, hello. Yeah, I mean, I also wanted to do the programming, but then it was time. Yeah, I forgot about those time zone, and then I thought like it's like the normal time that I'm always in it, and then I realized I'm living um in different time zone. Alcohol is expensive in Malaysia, is it? Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter for me because I'm super weak at drinking. I mean, I tried Singapore Sling. That's the name of cocktail. Started in Singapore, and then I went to a bar, um, and that was the bar who made those Singapore Sling for the first time. What I read there on the wall while I was waiting, and then I had to enter the bar, so I didn't finish reading it. So I don't know the whole story, but just I only read one paragraph, and then it basically said for 19th centuries. So the cocktail started from 19th centuries. At that point, women were not allowed to drink in public, drink alcohols in public, and that's why the inventor of those cocktail made this cocktail, which looked like juice or tea, but it was actually containing alcohol. So like it's for those like alcoholic, not really, but like the people who just wanted to drink. Yes, and that was 45 Singapore dollars. That was crazy expensive. Yeah, it's like 30 euro, $35. Impossible. 5,000 yen. So expensive. And then it took me 1.5 hours to drink it because I'm not really good at drinking. And then I had to match those face that I not really feel super drunken. Last time I drank about 30 milli of vodka and I was falling asleep within an hour. Isn't how strong is the vodka? Okay, let me find out. Okay, that will kill me. Yeah, I think I can drink a glass of beer or something. If I drank enough water for the day, um, and I also ate enough food, and I take time. And I take like an hour or so of time, so that's how I can drink a glass of beer. It's about 40%, I think. Yeah, the 40% of 30 milli of vodka that will kill me. Whereas a few days ago, while I was sitting in the Butler's Cafe, I drank 60 milli of Nihonshu. And I think that was, I didn't ask, but it must be something around like 15 or 20%. And it killed me. I mean, I was alive, but my face was red. Thoughts on plain soju? Chemicals? Well, I mean, soju has also different kinds, huh? There are like super vodka kind of expensive ones with I don't know 40% alcohol or something, and then there's those cheap one, and cheap one just tastes like chemical, isn't that? I don't know. Vodka is just flavored water. That's unhealthy way to think. That. Yeah, don't drink vodka like water. You supposed not to drink 2 liters of vodka a day. Yeah, strong alcohol flavored water. Oh, oh. Uh-oh, I heard, I don't know, those young people nowadays doesn't drink much of alcohol. So, if we want to pretend young, we should reduce the consumption of alcohol. Vodka is just potatoes in liquid form. Can you make like vodka puree and fried vodkas and something like that? Potatoes? I love. I have a friend who can drink half a bottle of Everclear before she gets drink. I want those kind of liver. That's quite tempting. I also want that. I also want to know those kind of feeling to, I don't know, get a little bit tipsy and feeling good. I mean, if you drink fast enough, yeah, then, drink fast and die fast. I don't think that's a good idea. I wouldn't add ketchup to vodka. Well, well, maybe it could be a new recipe for a new way of making a cocktail. Sounds funny. Yes. I like the idea. You can also add some mayo. Yeah, anyway. I don't know. I mean, I liked Singapore, and I also didn't like it somehow. I mean, it was city. It was city. Like a Bloody Mary? You add ketchup and Bloody Mary? Okay. I know nothing about alcohol, nothing about cocktails. Oh right, they use chili ketchup in SEA instead of tomato ketchup. Oh, chili ketchup? Is that those sriracha or no? I mean, they're not really ketchup, so yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was warm. It was warm, and if I want to go somewhere pleasant, then I should pay, which is quite expensive. And I also feel like that's the definition of cities. I mean, big cities. But I wouldn't mind if the weather sometimes gets better. Everclear is 90 to 95%, 98% alcohol, so I don't think you'd want to leave it like hers. Wow. Isn't it like pure alcohol? Why would you add 2 to 10% of something else? Now I started to wonder. I mean, then it's then if you have 2 to 10% of something else, how can you call it ever clear? It's not really clear. That's a strong liver. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's surprising. Isn't it rainy season over there? Surprisingly, It never rained so far. I mean, just few drops, but nothing more than that. I was quite surprised because I was expecting some rainy days when I was going to the Universal Studio, so nobody else would visit. So so I can enjoy the theme park, amusement park by myself, and there's no other people make me wait for an hour. But it didn't rain and there were a bunch of people. I'm surprised she's not dead. Well, that almost sounds like that you can eat every mushrooms, but few you can only eat once. Something like that. It sounds like that. You can drink whatever and like very much you'd like to drink, but few you can only drink once. Yeah, I mean Universal Studio. I don't know. It was difficult to have opinions about that. I mean Universal Studio Singapore was tiny, and also I had to wait for an hour for every attraction, almost every. So after I checked like three or four attractions, I thought like, okay, I would install some app so I can see the waiting time. So after I installed it, and then after I started to get some information, it just got a little bit better. But still it was, I had to wait for an hour for every attraction, and some of those rides had single rider, so I can just like go faster than others, and then just ride with a stranger that I barely know. And then some of those attractions rejected me for taking the single ride. So when I googled it, and then there were like apparently four rides that I can go with the single rider, and I only could take one. I mean, it was worth it. I wouldn't say it was bad, but I was still wondering if I could ride as a single rider in different attractions, or would it be not possible? Yeah, you drink once and die after. If there's enough time between those drinking and like dying, and I think it's difficult to say that this is the cause of death. Die, rape. Single people discrimination. Yes. Yeah, let me in. Let me in. I want to take a ride in I want to ride an attraction in 5 minutes instead of 45 or 60 minutes. That was long. That was. Uh, I was suffering. I was suffering. And everything, every single food in there was double the price of my assumption. So, when I'm in the amusement park, I would assume that food and those merchandise would be 1.5 more expensive. But if it's two times more expensive, I feel like I don't want to eat or drink anything. I don't know. I mean, I also feel like Disney isn't that expensive. I'm seeing another insect. There are so many. I mean, those tiny, very tiny insects. And they are everywhere. I'm wondering, but I don't think they are living. I don't think they are bad bugs or anything. Don't ask questions, just consume product. Okay, here's my money. Here's my money, and I'm the savior of capitalism. So please take my money. I don't know the worth of it. It's just like numbers on my bank account. Who knows um what I can do with it. Yeah. It just like goes up and down. Doesn't mean anything. That's a number. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean I'm afraid to track how much money I spend. So I'm not tracking. Great attitude, isn't that? Yes. One time I went on a ride with my friends, but there were only enough seats for us minus one, so I had to sit in the front of rows with strangers. And nobody fought for you. Nobody fought for you. They didn't. You guys even didn't do the rock scissors and paper. Ah. Yeah, I think in Disney for a few attractions that they just I can just ride by myself. But if I'm sitting next to a stranger and then if I don't have to wait, then I think I wouldn't mind that. Yeah. You're the amusement in the amusement park. I was trying to hide from the sun and everything. Yeah, I mean it was sunny. It was crowded. There were so many kids who just like going everywhere, running everywhere. And I don't care about them running, but if they are hitting me for those all time while they are running for 60 minutes, that's a little bit of a problem for me. Yeah. Uh, Luckily, the guy I was next to turned out to be same nationality as me, so it wasn't so awkward. Huh? How does it work? If you're from the same country, that you're suddenly not awkward? Yeah, I was also riding one attraction next to a Chinese boy, I guess. He was also separated from his friend. I don't know why that happened. Because yeah, I mean two people can take the ride I mean take the thing. Um and I was next to him, and when we reached the top, it's kind of roller coaster, not exactly, but is it roller coaster? Yeah, something like that. Reached the top, he said something which I didn't understand. So I was just shouting. I was just shouting in whatever language I can. I was just saying like, 아, 나 중국말 못해. 어떻게 사람 살려? Yeah, that was our conversation. Yeah. People from my country tend to get along with when they encounter each other abroad. Okay. Okay, so less socially awkward. I mean, if you're next to any, I don't know, any Korean or Japanese, and if you just say something, I wouldn't be surprised if they freak out. It's like finding another human on alien planet. You perceive everybody else as an alien? They are all same human. Just speak English, Mono. But he wasn't speaking English. Why should I speak English then? Yeah. Yeah, it's very difficult. Very difficult to decide at that very moment in which language I would like to speak about what. That's impossible to find out somehow. Yeah. Also, I tried to eat bakute. I wanted to compare the one I made because that's the only bakute I ever tried, and it was the butler's recipe, and then I wasn't sure. I mean, he was in Singapore once as a business trip, but I'm not sure whether he tried it. So basically, he tried even before he tried somebody else's. So so that's a recipe from a Japanese guy who never tried bakute. And then I also never tried bakute before. And then I'm just like reading his recipe and trying to find out how it should taste like. But finally, I got some answer. It was very pepper. The soup tastes like pepper. Ooh, bakute, let's go, let's go. I mean, it was nice. It was very nice, even though I didn't know what I supposed to do with those chilies. And then I was like just looking at other tables, and then they were having some kind of those chilies on tiny bowl, but I wasn't sure. And then I stopped observing because those chilies, they he didn't have that in his recipe, so I wasn't sure about those chilies. Bakute gotta be peppery, yeah, but it was like much more pepper than one I made at home, like 5 times more pepper, I would say. Yeah, but it was nice. And then a guy was just like walking around and refilled the soup all the time, and then I just didn't know what to say. I visited a bakute place in Chinatown, and everybody was basically talking in Chinese, and then I was like, okay, I don't know. Yeah, I also felt like maybe I should learn Chinese. Yes. That was what I thought in Singapore. Gongfa? Yes, I think it was. Yes, I think I think so. Let me check. Yeah, I think it was like one of. I mean, I waited 45 minutes. That was crazy. And then I wanted to be there when the place opens, so I don't have to wait that much. But then I failed because I was basically just lazy. Yes, it was Hongpa. The problem is which Chinese, Cantonese, Mandarin, Hokkien. Well, I mean, if I say one of them, maybe they just understand or not understand. So, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's like speaking just a random language. Like, I don't expect them to understand me clearly, but I just like feel myself proud while I'm just talking something. Nice, they are NB. NB? What is NB? NB. Not bad. Neobium. No ball. Okay, I have no idea. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, it was nice. It was nice, but I was wondering, like, do I want to wait 45 minutes? And the good fact is that the line got only longer when I left the shop. So in that aspect, I was happy. Yeah. Yeah, now I can talk to the butler that I've tried that. Oh, when can I go to Tokyo? Huh? Don't know what food to recommend you in Malaysia. Too many to say. Too many. And I'm only trying Korean food in here, huh? Wrong choice. But it was nice. So in the aspect of having nice food, I think it was okay. In the aspect of having local food, it didn't really match the theme. Yeah, and then I was checking like how long I should travel for in the future, and then I thought like I still have the entire month or something. And then I was thinking like, how? Why is it so long? I already want to go home. I want to already go back to my cozy hell place. And then I talked to my friend that I should do the stream. And then my friend basically said, you're a digital nomad without earning anything. And then I told her, don't beat me with facts. Like she basically said like you're working but not earning anything. Ha ha. I can be digital nomad at some point, huh? I will be huge, huh? Yeah. I mean, when I went to the Tokyo Game Show, I thought like it would be quite cool to be invited in such a show. Mono switching from game dev to digital nomad. I mean, game dev can be digital nomad. It's not really exclusive. I mean, I can do I don't know, do the making the YouTube video in Chiang Mai. Yeah, and then do the live stream. Yeah, I was gonna find that out. If everybody said Chiang Mai is like really, really good place for digital nomads, but I was gonna find that out. I don't know. I don't know. I just entered Malaysia, and then for this trip, I have zero information about anything. So I'm thinking like, okay, what should I do? Should I book the bus? I just okay. I will just leave today. Yeah, I don't have any plans for anything further than tomorrow. And I also don't have tomorrow's plan. That's crazy. Huh? 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 Nothing's crazy. Everything is in perfect place. Everything's great. Yes. And then I was so full after eating those Korean food for the dinner. But now I'm hungry again. Huh. Huh. Not having any plans while traveling is crazy. I mean, I have plans which city I will go next. So that's plans, huh? That's plans. I just don't have any information of those countries, cities, where I should go, what should I eat. I don't have any information. I don't think the plans are in place, Mono. Huh? 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 My plans are being cool and huh. Being cool and not lose my wallet. Also not lose my life. And I would be glad if I find some ATM so I can withdraw money. So maybe I can eat something in the market. Yeah, that's my plan. Yeah, that pretty much sounds like my any plans. That's my plans. Isn't that sound like a perfect one? Yeah, I mean the day after tomorrow, I go to Malacca, and I didn't decide if I need to book the bus or should I just go to the station. And I also didn't know where the station was. Today I found that out, and then I decided to just use Grab, which is Uber here. Um, I don't want to move around those. I was quite busy before I depart, so I don't know what I exactly brought. There are so many weird things in my luggage. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, also I'm not sure about the next stream. I think if I'm adjusting it a little bit, it would be fairly good. Let me check the calendar because I'm not looking at it. Okay, tomorrow. I know nothing. Oh, where's my those? Not really plans, but okay. Let me compare. Uh, I know nothing. Yeah, but I thought maybe it would be better if I do the next stream on Tuesday. What do you think? I mean, Monday is already weird enough, isn't that? So, Tuesday is also okay, I guess, in my opinion. In my personal opinion. Um, yeah, I guess doing the next stream on Tuesday will be okay. For me, um, whatever is easy for you, I guess. Thank you. Yeah, because I will spend only a night in next place, but then I stay longer in the next place. That's fine. Haha. That's great then. Great job. Great job. Yes, I'm always doing the great job. That sounds like something with ketchup, which makes me hungry. Maybe I have some snacks. Maybe I don't. Okay. Yeah, but finally I have a place to unpack my stuff, so I will gonna see if I'm bringing something with me. I mean, I'm not using my brain for this trip. So, basically I have no idea what exactly I have and what exactly I bought. I mean, I bought bunch of tea leaves because I bought some tea in Butler's Cafe, and I also bought some tea from EWG. Yeah, because basically it was like the Singaporean company. Mono saving her brain for game dev. Yeah, so I can just program everything in a few hours and then everything will be super cool and brain is already asleep. Yes. But other question is, was it ever awake? Was it ever awake? Well, maybe it was. Maybe it was. Yeah. So I can't believe that it has been about 2 weeks, but I still have to travel. I want to go home now. Yeah, I feel like I'm not the one who's enjoying traveling. I feel like, I mean, I love to learn new things and seeing new cities and learning those new cultures and everything. But while I'm traveling, while I'm not at home, while I still have to leave the door, everything is a little bit tricky and complicated. Yes. But I should enjoy the current moment, right? Uh-huh. It's so fun and everything is so shining brightly. Do you have plan to go to Bali? No, I don't have any plan to go there now. I only go through the Malaysia and then go to Thai and spend quite a lot of time in there because I mainly wanted to go to the Thailand. I wanted to go to Thailand, but then the only place I went was Tokyo. Yeah. So 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 I'm going to Thai. So I'm basically on the way to Thailand. Just I'm not there yet. But yeah, I think Malaysia is also quite anticipating. Hmm. Even though I still don't know what to expect. But I can still ask ChatGPT, my best friend, where to go, what to eat. Let me guess, you have no plans for Thailand too? My plans in Thailand is just relaxing. So that's plans and no plans at the same time. I will eat, swim, get massage. But I didn't have I wasn't searching for anything in detail. And I also don't have like plans in which city I would stay for how long because there were so many cities in Thailand that I'd like to visit. So I don't have any plans. But I don't know. I assumed the Singapore part is most touristic. I mean, I even bring some kind of puzzles that I can solve. So my imagination, my image was just like relaxing, and then breakfast, and then go swimming, and just solve those puzzles, and just doing nothing. And maybe if I'm bored, then just play some Baldur's Gate. That was my plan, or like my imagination. But so far, it didn't happen. I was somehow busier than I thought, and then suffering through the checkpoints and bus and having no internet connection temporarily when I crossed the border. Those kind of problems I had. But we're gonna see. I hope it will be more relaxing in the future. But finally, I can make some videos and do some programming. That would be quite cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think the next streaming then will be on Tuesday 8th. I will gonna write that on the community. got into an accident than enjoy the high quality healthcare. Huh? 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 What kind of accident? Well, I mean, not to the hospital. Not to the hospital. I mean, I experienced that in Netherlands because I fell from the bicycle. And everybody there was super kind and nice. And then after I got those like receipt that the amount of money that I had to pay for, the insurance covered it. But when I saw that, I thought like everybody will be so kind and nice to me when I'm paying such an amount of money. Alright, good night everyone. Gonna go to bed. Bye bye. Good night and have a nice sleep. Yeah, I think I would also call it a day and slowly disappear. And the next stream will be next Tuesday instead of the regular. Is it even regular? But I was doing that for about a year, so I think it's a regular then. Regular Monday, it would be on Tuesday, and if I have enough brain, then maybe I would continue making those balance game. Yeah, let me see. Just staring somewhere above. Yeah. So I would call it a day. And thank you for hanging around with me. Thank you for writing the chats. Thank you for coming. And I wish you to have a great morning, noon, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. And I will see you on next Tuesday. Bye bye. See you next time. See you next time. Thank you for coming. Bye. Bye bye. See you next time. Good night, everyone. Good night, everybody. Sleep well. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. Thank you for the thanks for the stream. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you next time. Thank you for coming. Good night, all 7. Hands up. Good night. Good night. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. If I eat something delicious, then I will gonna brag about it. Bye bye. See you next time. Bye bye.